Welcome in, guys. My name is ElectricityWave, and you are tuning in to the episode 81, the 81st episode of the Chillin for Our Lives podcast. And I'm here with the wonderful, the illustrious, the beautiful Stadium Beats, and we're here to talk about a lot of good stuff. We got a jam-packed, action-packed episode for you guys today. So if you're interested in any of these topics I'm about to, list off, then join in for the ride.
Then stick around.
Yeah, stick around. We're going to have the Mortal Kombat movie talk, Apex Arena mode, Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather, The Last of Us topics, a new Marvel fighting game, and hot tub streamers on Twitch. Got a lot of hot stuff going on this week. So that's good for us, because, every once in a while we have those episodes where we just, are filling the time with whatever we can think.
A bunch of nonsense.
Exactly. And now we just get to, throw in the nonsense and sneak it in with real topics. So either way, you're going to get some ElectricityWave and Stadium Beats content. But before we start off everything, how has the week been? We know you got an album, in the works. It's going to be launched very soon, as well as the air fryer you got. Did we talk about that last week?
I don't think so. I don't know. I really don't think so. But yeah, I got an air fryer. Highly recommend to all of you people out there. I cooked my first steak ever.
Whoa.
I've used it almost every day since I got it. It's great. Cooks thing. It's not like I went into it thinking it cooked things fast, that it was like kind of like an in between a microwave and an oven. Because I used to work at Popeyes, and French fries, you just throw them in the fryer for like a minute and a half or whatever it is, 90 seconds, I think. Mm-hmm. And if you put fries in the oven, it's like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So I could kind of go in with that expectation, and it's not like that. It is quicker than an oven, I guess, but only by a couple minutes. But yeah, air fryer is awesome. Highly recommend. Get that. Album was supposed to come out. I've been tweeting on Twitter all this time. It's supposed to come out Thursday, the day you guys are listening to this podcast, April 29th. It was supposed to be in your ear holes right now. However, my distributor is taking longer than I've released 3 things through them. So I've got my process down pretty nicely, and it's just taking longer than it ever has before. Maybe because this one is 20 songs and the other one was 12, or I put out a single. So that could be the issue. But it just took way longer than what it usually does. So it's completely out of my hands. I have it like set up, sent to stores, everything. So it's now a very small chance that it actually will be out today. But just look for it. I'm going to be checking stores constantly. You know how it's just the same thing as last time. It'll probably be on Apple Music any day now, and then maybe Spotify the day or two after that. You guys will know. I'll tweet about it at Stadium Beats, or just look it up. I have on my Twitter, I have my Spotify pre-save link on there. So then as soon as it's on Spotify, it'll let you know. It's called Path to Affiliate. Listen to it. Check it out. Love it. You gave me that name, Path to Affiliate. So thank you very much for that. And just for the lulz, I'll throw another song at the end of this podcast again, like the last one. So I hope you guys liked the last one. This one, again, just like last week, no thought put into this, so I don't know what it's called or anything like that, but you're gonna like it.
Perfect. I'm excited for another batch of, you said 20 songs, right?
20 songs.
What was the first one? How many songs was that?
Only 12.
That was 12?
Yeah, it was 12.
Damn. So it's gonna be like,
yeah, we're getting 8 more.
That's
we're
crazy.
Getting 8 more. Yeah, it's almost double. So if you guys are still listening to the first one, you get even double. Or almost double. And I do have all of them, or I guess when it's out, I will have all of them just put into, I just have like a Stadium DMCA free playlist on Spotify.
Perfect.
So if you want to just like throw that on, it has my 2 albums plus the song I did with Becky Machine, My Light. So that's 13, that's 33 songs. You can just throw that up on your stream and let it rock.
Yep. Easy money for the streamers, because people are always looking for DMCA free music, and once you keep adding to that playlist, it's just going to be like the background default noise or music. So that'd be sick to hear in a bunch of streams.
Yeah, that's my plan. That's my goal. It's like, I've got a stream, or I need some kind of DMCA free thing right now for a video or whatever. Like I should be like I hope to be one of the go-to people. Like my DMCA playlist, of course, it has a Stadium song on there.
Right.
That's the hope.
Perfect. That's how. Anything else exciting happen?
Nope.
I like the honesty.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's some things here or there. Like, I don't know much to bring out of, bring up on the podcast. You know, like I've just been doing my thing. I've been doing a lot of lap swimming at this local pool that just opened up recently. So that's been really nice because I fucking hate cardio. I hate cardio, but I'll swim all day. Swimming is super fun. So just swim laps. It's super, it's like a nice, with my bad back, it feels great for that. It's a good way to do cardio and it's still super tiring. I haven't swam in like 2 years, I think, before this. So I'm like, I've been swimming my whole life. I'm a good swimmer. I'm going to come in there and it's going to be great. And then I took one, not even like a down and back. I went down once and was like, oh no, this is hard. Yeah. I was like instantly tired. But then the second day I went, like I already like kind of got back to where I used to be. So
that's good.
But yeah, it's been great. And hopefully they say swimming is like the best, kind of rehab for the kind of back injury I have. So hopefully like just I'm going to be doing this consistently. They don't charge a lot to go. And hopefully this is like my best bet of getting back to normal. And I'm not just doing it for that. It's good for just overall health and muscles and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy how water, like, I don't know, just the way it works and how it doesn't hurt your body. Like, I don't know. It's always been super fascinating to me how safe it is for your body.
Yeah, I told the story. It's a really, really quick story. I told it either when you were streaming, maybe, or we were just in a Discord or something. But when I went, this old guy was there, and he like came out of the locker room. Like he had a walker. He was moving like really slow, and just like he looked like he'd been through a lot. And he's just like really going slow, putting his walker down. He had his swimsuit on, put his towel down. And then he got in the water, and this dude started flying down the lanes. He could book on this. He was swimming, doing like nothing. Looked like he was in his 30s, probably.
Like Jack
he
Phelps.
was flying. Yeah,
Mike's grandpa.
Yeah, exactly. And it was great. So that was really cool to see. But yeah, I just thought that was nice.
That's so impressive. It's so like he's just like saved all his energy for the day. Like just super slowly moves, slowly eat, and then just gets in the pool and he's just in his prime all of a sudden.
Yeah, flying like he lives in there.
Did he hit a joint too?
He probably afterwards, maybe.
Dude, yeah. I feel like when I get old, man, it's gonna be hard not to, because everything is gonna hurt. So I feel like it's gonna be hard not to want CBD and all that stuff.
Yeah, and when you're at that age, I think everything just goes out the window.
Yeah,
like
I think. Fuck.
Yeah, like earlier, one of the earlier episodes, I was talking about how like dudes are just naked at the gym, like in the gym locker rooms. Old guys are just like, balls out. Who cares? And when I said that, this was maybe months ago at this point, but I was like, I can't ever imagine just feeling like that. But I think when I'm in my 60s or 70s, just who cares about anything? Yeah. Like I'm already in my 20s. And when I was a kid, if I had to change into a bathing suit, I would go into like the stall and change, by myself. But now there's like no one there at all. There's only like 3 people that showed up to the entire lap swim. And there was no one around at all in the locker room. But I still was just like, fuck it, I'm just going to change here. Like, who cares? If it was full of people, I probably wouldn't be like that. But so I can imagine in 50 years, just who cares about anything? Yeah. Let me roll up a joint. Let me be naked in the gym, in the gym locker room. Let me just do whatever.
Yeah. It's just, as you get older, you just have that like, fuck it attitude about everything. And yeah, it's kind of freeing.
I'm sure it is. Yeah. It probably feels great.
I don't know about the whole like just being butt ass naked thing. That just isn't a part of, that's not even like a level to reach or like a goal. It's just like, why?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just weird. It's not like, wow, I envy that guy. It's like, it's kind of weird.
Like, damn, look, his dick and balls are out. Look.
Wow.
What a legend.
It's impressive.
But yeah.
What if it was common for guys to wear like a dick sock or something? Like, I don't know why, because it'd be like under the underwear and pants. So it'd be like 3 layers for no reason. But if that was, I don't know. There's a bunch of weird things in life. I guess I feel like maybe there's definitely an alternate universe where guys also wear a dick sock.
Yeah. And you know how you have like those drawstring bags? Yeah. But if it works like that, like you got to tighten it up around, the shaft.
Yeah.
That would be.
To make sure it stays on when you're flaccid.
I'd do it. And in the winter, probably.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice.
Nice little fuzzy tube sock around it. Sounds
Dude,
comfy.
speaking of the drawstring things, have you seen this YouTube ad going around with the shirt that transforms into a drawstring bag?
Really?
Dude, it's wild. It's a hoodie. It looks like a really nice, like tight fitting hoodie. He looks good in it. He takes the hoodie off. He like turns it inside out, and there's like a little flap in the back, like a little pocket in the back, and he pulls the shirt through that, and then there's strings, and it's just a bag.
Whoa.
It's the wildest thing. It's like a 2-minute YouTube ad, and I watched the whole thing. I don't think I've ever done that before, but he really caught my attention, and this thing looks sick. I don't remember all what it's called, but I'm sure if you just Google like drawstring hoodie or something, it would come up. But that is crazy. He got me. He got me on that.
I'm like thinking you could put a hoodie inside of your hoodie.
Yeah, he said that. He was like, it's a big pouch so you can put, he was like, you can put, well, not those exact words, but he basically said like, it's a pouch to make a bag big enough to hold another shirt in. You can put your wallet in there, your phone. Like, it's a bag.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Man,
we're living in some
technology is crazy. Dude, on the way home, so I was talking to my dad about how one day I want to get a all black Tesla, and then inside I want to get like cream or like cobalt, like gray interior.
Yeah, that would look sick.
Yeah, like black rims, tinted windows, Tesla. Ooh. There would be cream inside. No, either way.
Oh yeah, multiple times.
But on the way home from the gym today, dude, I look at my rearview mirror and there's a black Tesla, and I've never seen a Tesla like in the area. Never.
Damn.
And I was just like, oh my God, it looks so nice. I didn't even know if there was someone at the wheel. They could have, it could have been like an Uber driver. It's just a car though.
Yeah. Just Uber. Yeah. I bet that's a very possible future, I think.
Yeah.
Just like every car on the road is just like a taxi that doesn't have a driver. Mm-hmm. Or not every car, but a lot of cars.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah.
I don't even know what I haven't seen enough Teslas for me to really be able to like point it out. So I need to do that. Because there's obvious ones, like I see Lamborghinis or McLarens around here sometimes, but because Tesla's like, it's obviously a super high, it's a high end car, but it's not like you have to be mega rich to get one. It's realistically affordable. Mm-hmm. So I bet I've seen some every now and then. Yeah, like I need to look it up.
Yeah, people will pay like $60,000 or $50,000 for a new like Chevy truck. But you could get a Tesla for like 30 grand or less sometime. Like I saw one for 28,000, I think. So
yeah, that's even realistic. That's like mildly realistic for where we're at already. Yeah. Like obviously I'm not going to go buy one, but you could take out a loan and not have crippling payments every month.
Yeah, like it's definitely something I would think about getting in the next 5 to 10 years for sure.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was pretty sick. My week has pretty much been just thinking about, Apex, thinking about the arena mode. We got a lot of news with the 3v3 mode. So
yeah, we did.
I've been doing that YouTube stuff. For any of you that are listening, we got a new logo and a new Twitter and YouTube banner. So, that'll be showcased. So that was sick to have made. We got the colors going on.
We've got the whole new look this week.
Yeah.
Hope you guys like this. We got our cool little faces down here in the corners. We got the blue or the purple, like the purple text, purple outlines, the black background. I think it looks nice. It looks clean, as we like to say.
Yeah, we should get some, maybe get the webcam frames that we use and make them like purple, or get some purple ones.
That'd be cool. Do you still have the file?
I think so. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, if not, we can find some like for free or something. But yeah, I've just been thinking about Apex really. I think that the arena mode is going to be, like I saw Jordan Fisher tweet about it, I think today or yesterday, where he was saying that he re-downloaded Apex because he was really pumped about like the, like, I don't know what you call it, but just like a team mode rather than like, the Battle Royale style. And he was just saying how he was pumped for, because it's super similar to Valorant and CSGO. It has like the buy system. So you have to like worry about currency, and it's like very, strategy wise game mode. You're not worrying about third parties, and, you buy your guns, you can pick up stuff off the map. It has a certain amount of rounds that you have to win, and there's like a sudden death final 9th round. So, and care packages, and See, one thing I was super interested in is when they showed like the Wraith celebration, like quip type thing at the end. Like she did like some crazy ass like flip, like McTwisty flip. I want to know if that's something that you just automatically have default and you maybe can unlock them through playing the mode, or like, you know what I mean? Like, how does that come into play?
Yeah, because it could also just be Wraith's thing. Like that just is what she does. Or I did see on Reddit, I did see that someone like data mined ground emotes. So it could just be those too. That could also just be, you know, not confirmed. It could just be someone lying or a rumor or whatever.
Right.
But that could be like her ground emote. So even on the Battle Royale, you can do that, like style on someone.
They need to have like stuff like that as just something you can do. Yeah,
because that's, you know, I'm tired of kids bagging my death box. Like, do a flip on me or something. Do something like that. Do the L dance or whatever. I don't know. Toxic as fuck stuff.
Yeah, that shit's toxic.
But I think that kind of stuff would be cool. It'd be sweet to be able to unlock them. I'd be surprised if they didn't have a bunch of different ones that you could unlock, or at least maybe like the finisher where there's like each character has 2 or 3.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be cool.
That would be super dope. Yeah, I mean, they already have like a billion things in the game that you have to unlock. So
yeah,
that's the thing that kind of sucks. Like, I don't know if they're like brainstorming about this or thinking or whatever, but they need to figure out what, you know, add more levels. So there needs to be like an insane amount of levels you can get where they're like level 2000. You know what I mean? Where it's just like no one's even going to get it unless they're like grinding for 12 hours a day. And then, you know, even if you don't have to have a skin for every like level, like just have like a couple legend tokens are on the way, or like, you know, have crafting medals, boxes. Yeah.
Yeah, because it started out at 100. Like we've already had a level upgrade once, so let's do it again. If they thought it was necessary to do in the first year, why not the second year or third year?
Yeah.
I've been level 500 for months,
and
I play this game too much, but I'm not even in the top 10% probably. So all those people, like Rock Band 4 did something similar. They were in the same exact spot, and almost everyone was just like maxed out level. So they did increase it a ton. And I remember it somehow had saved all of your XP. So when they did increase the level, it like you leveled up with it as if it had been that way the whole time. And I think the max level was like 200 and the new max level was 200. And I had played the hell out of that game. Like I played it all the time. And even after the upgrade, I think I only boosted up to level like 55 or something. And I never hit 200. Like, so if Apex did something like that where the top level felt almost unattainable, that would be pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what site it's on or how I found it, but I think I know my actual level. It's like 536 or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when you level up with XP, it still does the animation, right? You just don't get anything and you stay at 500.
Yep. Yeah.
So the game knows, but I don't know, like you said, if they're going to implement something like Rock Band. I think that'd be really cool because, like you said, there's people that have been that for like probably a year now, level 500.
Yeah, because they could just do like, okay, the new level cap is 1,000. Everyone's at 500, or, you know, a lot of people are at 500. So now like it's the race to 1,000. But it could be like Shiv, let's say, for example.
Yeah.
He could already be 1,000.
Oh, so, he probably already is. Yeah.
Yeah. So like that would kind of suck if he was just like, okay, we got a new level cap and I'm already there. So, but you know, like 99.99% of the player base wouldn't be there. So I could see if whatever way they did it, where if everyone was still at 500 or if they did shoot everybody up to where they actually should be, I think I'd be cool with either one.
They should do level 1,000. And if you hit 1,000, that's when you get your heirloom shards. And I think people like Shiv would still be happy. I mean, he probably has every heirloom. Well, he might not, but there's people that have every heirloom. I mean, that's on them. But I think that'd be really cool.
If you have every heirloom, like that's kind of absurd.
Yeah, then either you better be making money from YouTube or you got to have I don't know. Maybe you need some help.
You better have at least 6 figures in your bank account.
Yeah, you better be loaded to have every heirloom.
Yeah. Because how many is there? Like 7?
They come out with one every season, so I think 9.
Jeez. Yeah, so if you get all of them not based on luck, then that's hundreds and hundreds of dollars you've spent.
500 times 9, that's $4,500.
Yeah. And then Yeah, because a lot of people get the new ones from the events, so that's like 140, which is still a shit ton of money. If you did that, I think they've done that like 5 times, maybe.
Yeah,
that sounds right. I don't know.
Yeah, for events. I saw on Fortnite they would show how much money you spent on the game, and or I think it was how many Fortnite coins you've had over time. I should have went and found mine, but it was something like it showed how much money you spent. And Cypher PK had like 10 grand he spent on Fortnite.
Oh my god.
And which is like an astronomical amount, but he makes probably like, I don't know, like just tens of thousands per YouTube video. So
yeah, it's nothing for him. But yeah, people need to, that's so funny that we kind of still stumbled into this topic because I was thinking about it earlier.
Really?
Because I saw a headline of, I promise I'm going to bring it back around to this. I saw a headline of Eminem spent $500 on a Nas cassette tape. And how the article like attacked the subject was basically like, look at this, he spent $500 on a tape when blah blah blah. Like, imagine like for Cypher PK is spending 10,000 in Fortnite or whatever. Imagine just getting to a point where you have a shit ton of money, you grinded, you worked your way up. Eminem like rapped his ass off, he's been like famous for decades, all these things, and then someone is going to tell you how to spend your money.
Yeah, I hate that mentality.
It's so stupid. Eminem spending $500 on a tape. It was a sealed Illmatic cassette tape, which if you're a super hardcore hip hop head, that's like a legendary collectible. That'd be like if I bought the Slim Shady LP cassette tape for like 7 cents. You know, like $500 to him is nothing. So if he wants to buy a collectible like that, like sure. And if Cypher wants to get the new $20 Fortnite skin, like in the time it takes him to go to the menu and buy it, he's already made $20 in his stream probably.
Yeah.
So it's like 10,000 to spend on one game is astronomical, and it's kind of absurd. And for someone like me who hates microtransactions and all that kind of stuff, like, you know, it sounds weird to go at this topic from this angle, but like, whatever. If he wants to spend 10,000 on Fortnite, then let him.
Yeah, I could like, you could tell me the most craziest, like the most ridiculous thing of how like someone that's super successful and wealthy bought something, and I probably wouldn't give a fuck. It could be like $1 million for like a sandwich, and I'd be like, okay, that's dumb of them, but it doesn't affect me.
Yeah, Mr. Beast spent $100,000 on an ice cream sundae. Like, good for you.
Oh yeah, he rented. We were watching this video, and he rents a car for that 5-second clip of just making a joke.
He bought a car.
Oh yeah, he bought it. Yeah.
He bought a car so he could like get away, and then he ditched it like 5 seconds later.
Yep.
And he, I think it was like 20 grand, or he was like, we agreed on 20 grand over the phone or something. Like, that was another thing about that video. He was spending money out of the bag, and then at the end he just gave him the bag and said, here's 100,000. But like, he had been giving people money out of the bag throughout the whole video. So I think he kind of skimped out on that.
Yeah, he didn't explain it. I'm sure he just like needed that for like the subject of the video, and then that was like the only way to like show that he was buying everything.
Yeah, and the bag might have been like metaphorical, like here's the bag, but then he actually just wrote him a check for 100,000 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, imagine carrying home 100 grand, dude.
Oh my God.
Talk about just straight beeline. I'm doing exactly 25 miles per hour. I'm using every blinker that I've every button in my car is getting used if it needs it. Like, dude, I would be just sweating on the way home or to the bank.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah, because then I don't know. You would have to go into the bank, I think. You wouldn't be able to, you're not just pulling into the ATM and depositing 100 grand that way.
Just grab a shovel, just shoveling money into it.
Yeah. That would suck for me because I signed up for my bank over the internet, and the closest like actual branch is an hour and a half away from me. Damn. So I'd have to drive there with 100 grand in my passenger seat.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'd be hyped though. Talk about the biggest smile on your face the whole drive. Like I'm set.
Yeah, we would always talk about, because me and some of my old friends would go out to eat, and we would play Keno, and we would always joke, because you'd have to go to the Secretary of State, which is like the capital of Michigan, to like cash it if it's like over a certain amount.
Yeah,
because obviously the restaurant isn't carrying like 750 grand on them.
They have this huge safe in the back just in case somebody wins the lottery. Yeah,
here's our Keno safe. Well, we would always joke about it. It was just like, all right, we're about to head to Secretary of State. Like, today's the day. But just imagine like that drive there. You're just like, I'm about to, come back like a millionaire because of some luck.
Yeah. would you stop it? Let's say you drive to Lansing, the capital of Michigan. Drive to Lansing in just like your current car or whatever. You cash it. You have $1 million. They probably don't just give you $1 million. You can probably like set it up to where it goes straight to your bank or something.
Yeah.
Do you just go straight home from there, or what's your like ride back like? You stop at some store. You buy a car. You go straight to the dealership and buy a car. You have a plan of attack, just to say like, bro, this is it.
I would probably grab some celebratory food. So just whatever I would want. It wouldn't matter the price as much, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'd probably finally order one of those obscure steaks, or not obscure, but like absurdly priced steaks for like $150 or something, just out of curiosity.
Yeah, like a T-bone steak. Yeah, I'd get something super good like sushi or Steak and Shake. The cheapest shit. I'd get something like super high, you know, echelon, like some McDonald's. And then I would
the value meal.
Huh?
Get the value meal at McDonald's.
Yeah,
No more Mighty Kids meal.
Yeah, I'd go value meal, and I might get a large fry if I'm feeling good. And I would go home, and then I would get on to. I'd probably wait until the money's actually in my bank account to do anything crazy. But say it's like guaranteed in there, I'd probably be on Tesla.com customizing my car, and then I'd be looking for houses and stuff. Like I'd probably just start setting everything up.
Yeah,
that'd be hype.
That would be what a dream. Even though like it's obviously official, you're at the Secretary of State, you get everything set up. It still wouldn't feel real until I loaded up my bank app and saw the money there.
Yeah.
And even then, it probably wouldn't feel real until like, let's say I buy the Tesla.
Yeah,
I would still be like, I'm gonna get declined or something.
Yep.
It wouldn't feel real until I actually finally get the Tesla and get in it and sit there, and then I'm like, okay, I actually have this money.
Oh man, I love how much we talk about having money we don't have. Like,
I know. We
so
do
many
bring it up a lot.
episodes.
It's bad. That might be bad. I don't know.
Is it bad?
It's probably not good or bad. It just is.
It just exists.
It just is, yeah. So Apex Remo is gonna be great though.
How do you think you're gonna be grinding that a lot? Like if I'm down to play, or are you gonna want to do half and half? Like what's the deal?
I'll still probably want to play Battle Royale almost all the time.
Really?
Yeah, when arena mode is new and fresh, like I want to play that, but it's still just gonna feel like a side bonus mode. But the problem for my whole life has always been this: I want to play the regular normal mode. Everyone else wants to play the fun little mini game mode, and I'm always just like, well, this sucks. It doesn't suck, but it's just like Pokemon Stadium, the old NHL games, or like sports games. Yeah, just like I just want to play like the mode. But everyone else is like, oh, I want to play the mini games, the bonus mode or whatever. So then but it's still Apex, it's still gonna be fun. 3v3, it's gonna be great. Because overall, I like team versus team games more than BRs, but Apex is just different. So we'll see how it goes. But let's say in a month or 2 or 3, I'll want to play BR mode almost all the time.
I think I'm gonna be like 70% BR and like 30% arena, depending on how fun the mode is. But I just think because of the content is going to be there, so I think that's why it's going to have like that. So it was like last week we talked about the Warzone live event, so it was like about a week ago, I think.
Yep.
Nick Merckx, Tim the Tatman, Courage, and Cloaksy were all like doing the Warzone event, but then the servers were trashed. So they ended up trying to pass time, and they went into Search and Destroy. And that shit was some of the best content and most fun stream that I've seen them do in like months, because like you're getting super hyped up for the rounds. Like the people on the other team were talking trash, which it wouldn't even matter if they were or not, but like just like the intensity of having the one life mode makes it way more fun to watch. I think people in stream, like when I'm streaming, people are going to enjoy the arena mode a lot more than Battle Royale.
Yeah, that's I think the big reason why we differ. Like the very first thing you said was content, where it's like, yeah, I don't care. But from your perspective, like, yeah, it sounds great. So hopefully it like actually pans out like that, because like back in the day with Gears, I always loved the execution mode the best. I still think execution mode is Gears' best mode. And back then, I guess it might change now, but back then your thought was, I don't want to die and then watch the rest of the game.
Right.
Like, I don't like the one life idea, which I get. But at least now with stream, like let's say you do die, you still have chat or whatever to talk to. Like you have more things. You have your phone or whatever. Back then, like Gears 2, not everyone had cell phones. So if you die, you're just sitting there, like just watching the game, which is fine. Which I wish it still was. But it's like times are different now. And this Apex Arena mode looks like it's going to be fun. I like how they put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah.
I do want to know with how tacticals work, where you have to buy your tactical. But what about like Octane? He's totally nerfed then as a character, unless I guess maybe his tactical, let's say Bangalore's tac costs 200 coins or whatever it is, and then Octane's maybe costs like 20, so you can buy a bunch of them. So I'm sure obviously they put a ton of thought into this, and I'm sure it works just fine. But we'll see.
They did mention something like that where some tacticals are obviously more overpowered than others, so I think they're gonna balance the prices.
Yeah.
And with Bloodhound's tactical, they mentioned that you're only going to be able to use it like once. So it's not good. Like tacticals and abilities don't have refresh times. So you literally buy for the one use.
Yeah. And then if you want to use it next round, you got to buy it again.
Yeah. So it's Octane speed. You buy it and you only can do it stim once. Like that's, I don't know.
Yeah. So they might let you stack them. Like you can only buy one Bloodhound, but you can buy 5 stims maybe. Or maybe Bloodhounds, you can stack them, but they cost 500. So if you want 2 Bloodhound tacticals, you're going to have to rock the P2020 because you don't have enough coins to buy another gun or something. I'm sure it's all balanced. That's how Valorant works. So
yeah, the thing with Valorant, I guess I don't play it as much as like people that, obviously like consistently play it every day. But with Apex, I know exactly what guns I'm good with and what are comfortable for me. And that's going to like play a huge factor in, let's say someone really likes a gun that's very cheap. They're going to have an advantage because they can save money and still use a gun they're really comfortable with. When in Valorant, I feel like the guns are kind of just, some are just better than others. But in Apex, everything's situational. And like if that fits your legend and your playstyle, then you might just always be saving money in that mode. And that's why you're really good in Arena. In Battle Royale, you kind of just take whatever you can get.
Yeah. I feel like I'm going to be running the Mozambique a lot in Arena.
Yeah, it's free.
Because it is?
Yeah, it's free. That and the P2020 are considered pistols in the mode.
Oh my
or
god!
The
and
base.
then
yeah,
yeah, and then maybe just hammer points cost a lot.
Yep.
So then, but if hammer points are like cheaper than a gun, then I would be fine with just running Mozambique and hammer point, and then only having to worry about buying one other gun like a 301 or something.
Plus, it's buffed, so it's gonna have 6 shots.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Yeah, I think Arena mode is gonna be hilarious. Like especially in the beginning when it's like fresh and everyone's like just hyped up for the new season.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm looking forward to it a lot. I think it's gonna be great. I'm gonna love it. It's gonna be awesome. I totally agree.
I think the best part about it though is the fact that we're gonna have options, right? So when Apex Battle Royale happens, you have those days. I have those days where it's just like, dude, I'm just done with this game. Like we're getting fucked over. I'm not playing well. Like RNG's trash, constant third parties. Like the game's just not really fun. It'll be nice to have that option, whether we're starting out or we're like done with BR, just to be like, hey, let's pull up some Arena mode and just have a change of pace. It's way more tactical. So I think it's going to be just a nice change of pace.
Yeah, I'm sure Justin for sure, maybe you too, are just totally, I feel like I say it when I'm playing with him a lot more for some reason, but are just sick of hearing me say something like, or I don't have a gun, or fuck, like, why do I play battle royales? Because I like landed on a P2020, this guy landed on Gold Shield Mastiff. Like, so I get tired of that quick. So then, but I still want to play Apex because how good it feels and how fun it is. So yeah, let's switch over to Arena mode. It totally nullifies all that. And like Road Company or whatever, you buy your stuff and there is no RNG. And you can, I feel like it's a lot, since rounds are so quick, you'll be able to kind of run plays with your legends. So maybe like pairing up legends between each other might make a little bit more sense. You might tailor who you pick based on who your teammates are a little bit more. Yeah, it's totally different. And I think it will be a nice change of pace.
Because I've been fiending for, like I've been pulling up some Halo recently, and like, just that Gears Halo style, that just one life mode, or, having like a small map where you can strategize. I miss that. and I've been missing how lax it is, and it's just like so chill. I can actually like listen to music when I play Halo. And with Apex Arena, it might not be, Apex is very so fast paced and you have to hear everything, but it still might be a mode where you can pull up some music and kind of chill for once. So
yeah, definitely. It won't feel as intense. But yeah, there hasn't been, I guess Valorant's been really the only big like team-based game. Well, I guess in Call of Duty. Yeah, I guess they're still around. Maybe I just don't play them anymore. I was over first-person shooters for a long time. Until Apex, I guess, just because I played them to death. And there was a time like the 360 PS3 era where just every single game was a first person shooter. Or maybe PS2
and
going
Doom
into PS3
helped you get back into it.
Yeah. Like some single player shooters are back in the limelight a lot more, which is good. But it used to just be like every game was Call of Duty and then Halo, and there was just Killzone. There were so many. But then like Destiny is great. Apex is great. Shooters are in like a really good spot right now. Battlefield 6 is going to come out this year, which I'm really excited for. I hope it does well. Yeah, it's going to be good.
I'm excited. I'm pumped to have that podcast where we get to talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah, Apex or Battlefield?
Yeah, both. But I don't know if I'm going to get Battlefield. Like it'll be hard not. What do they have a release date for it?
No, they haven't even officially announced it yet.
Oh, okay. Damn, there's so many random games that could come out at any time this year.
Yep. It'll probably be like late October, early November, somewhere in there.
That's a good time.
Very, very safe bet.
Yeah. In other news, if you're done talking about Apex, because we're already like 40 minutes into the episode. So
I know. I don't know how. I honestly don't know how.
I don't either. I mean, what do you want to talk about next? Down for whatever.
I want to talk about. I think this one's going to be quick. So let's talk about the new Marvel fighting game.
Okay.
To break it up in between long topics. So rumors abound that NetherRealm Studios, NRS for short, they are making a Marvel game. They are the creators of Mortal Kombat and Injustice, which is what makes this really interesting and exciting. I feel like the fighting game community as a whole might absolutely hate this because Marvel vs. Capcom is one of the most beloved fighting game series ever. But the last one didn't pan out so well. So it makes sense that Disney might not want to work with Capcom anymore, or Capcom might not want to work with Disney anymore. So let's give it to the most popular American fighting game studio on the planet. Mm-hmm. And NRS kind of gets crapped on by the FGC faithful, but it's like a dream game for me, man. A Marvel fighting game made by the Mortal Kombat creators would be, that's like absolute dream come true for me.
But I mean, when it comes to like gore and stuff, is that still off limits?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Injustice isn't gory or anything. It has like a little bit of blood. But yeah, they do Injustice just fine. And DC is a lot like darker and more adult themed and stuff. But yeah, that doesn't have to be their forte. Like, oh, NetherRealm's making it better be gory. Like they don't have to stick to that at all. And NetherRealm has always said that they're a one game studio. So meaning like they work on one game at a time. So if this is true, then Injustice is probably pushed. It might be done forever or it's pushed way back because they're obviously never going to give up Mortal Kombat. But yeah, I think this would be awesome. It's all just rumors right now, but it's actually from a reputable source. So that's why it's kind of making the rounds of being possible. Because someone that works in the comic book industry said it, and he's been notorious for leaking video game stuff in the past as well. Yeah, so this would be very exciting. Mortal Kombat 11 is 2 years old now. They usually go like 2 years in between games. They used to go back and forth between Mortal Kombat and Injustice. But if we get a Marvel game that plays even so, I hope it doesn't play exactly like Mortal Kombat because I'd want it to be different, of course, because Injustice is really close to Mortal Kombat. But if it's a little bit more new, feels fresh, feels different, like it's on a next generation fighting game, man, it has huge potential.
That'll probably be the fighting game I would like actually commit to. Yeah,
that'd be cool. Didn't you say just like a couple weeks ago like it would have to be a Marvel game or something?
Yeah, I was like, if there's ever a fighting game that I would like really want to like try to learn, it would have to be like have characters that I care about. And we talked about it like a while ago, but we actually watched the Marvel series all the way to Endgame. So these are characters I actually care about and know. So Oh man, it seems like, it could be the perfect recipe for a fighting game I'd be interested in, So we'll just have to see.
Yeah. Yeah, and I love NRS games more. Like, as for fighting games, Mortal Kombat is by far my favorite. Like, I love so many of them, but theirs just feels the most natural for me to play, probably because I've been playing them the longest. But they're good at making games like beginner friendly. They have great tutorials. They bar none. I don't care what is your favorite fighting game, bar none. They make the best story mode of any fighting game. So if we got like Injustice style story in a Marvel universe, so fucking cool. It's like perfect. It makes way too much sense. And just a little tiny aside, Warner Bros. Owns NetherRealm and they own DC. So I really don't think this is going to happen, but there's like less than 1% chance. It could be a Marvel versus DC game, but I'm just throwing that out there just for the fun of it. But I don't think that's the case. Yeah. But just a Marvel game in general, yeah, big hype.
That shit would blow up if they did that.
Yeah, it'd be huge. It'd be huge for fighting games. It'd be huge for them. It'd be huge for everything. Yeah, man. Please do it. I can't wait.
Please, bro.
Please, bro.
We haven't said that in a while.
Yeah, we haven't. Hey, don't make it a tag game, though. Please don't make it a tag game. I don't hate tag games, but 1v1 is so much better in my opinion.
It is.
And everyone's like, oh, it's a Marvel game. It's going to be a tag game just because Marvel versus Capcom is. But it doesn't have to be. Just 1v1. It's cool.
Yeah.
That's my only plea. 1v1. 2v2, absolute max. Don't do 3. I don't want to have to be a god with 3 characters. Let me be a god with 1 character. Learning, because I feel like as someone who doesn't play fighting games, what if I told you have to play this game, but you have to learn 3 characters to start?
Sounds like a headache. It's because fighting games are so complex.
Yeah, it's daunting. Like, that's a big hang up with me with Dragon Ball. I've never had 3 good Dragon Ball characters. I'm great with Super Saiyan Goku, and I'm good with Broly, and I've bounced off my 3rd character the whole time I've played that game. So if I just had to settle down with 1, this is totally a noob thing to say, but if I only had to worry about 1 character, it's so much better. So much easier, I should say. Not better, easier.
Yeah. Agreed.
Okay, we can move on.
I don't even know. We have so many topics. I'll just let you choose this week.
All right. Another super short one. Huge rest in peace to the Keck W guy.
Yep.
For real, we're gonna be Keck W in forever in your honor. Just heard that he passed away today.
Crazy.
I really shouldn't just say Keck W guy. I should have his name up. I should have done this already, but I'm going to do that right now so we can say his actual name, not be disrespectful, even though I probably can't even pronounce it well. Do you want to go for it? It's Ron. Not Ron. Juan Yoya Borgia. That's probably so off. I deeply apologize. However, R.I.P. Keck W guy. May you rest in peace forever.
I'll look up. I'll see if I can try to pronounce it. It says Spanish comedian Juan Hoya Borja.
Perfect.
Borja. I don't know.
Perfect. That's infinitely better than what I did. Rest in peace. What's next? Do you want to talk about?
That's your favorite emo, real quick, though.
Yeah, it's my second favorite emo behind Cat Jam.
Oh, Cat Jam took the cake.
Yeah, Cat Jam is number 1 emo, but Keck W is the number 1 picture emo. Not because Cat Jam's a GIF, so it kind of has an advantage.
It does.
I love Keck W. It's my favorite laugh emo. It's my favorite emo. It just looks so good. The video has made me laugh countless times. The original one's funny, but then how people put subtitles over it, it's that was such a good era of just seeing a new Keck W video pop up before it was even called Keck W. It was so good.
Legendary.
Yeah, absolutely legendary.
We can mention real quick that Logan Paul has a fight with Floyd Mayweather. There's an actual date. I believe it was June 6th. I didn't write it down. Was it June 6th?
You would believe correctly.
Okay, so that's
it is June 6th.
I mean, we just talked about the Jake Paul fight. But this, man, if I thought that the Jake Paul fight did good numbers, I feel like this one is going to be insane because it's Floyd Mayweather. He's 50-0. He's an actual boxer and fighter. Logan Paul is, obviously killing it with just YouTube and everything. So, I think
Logan Paul 0-1 against Mayweather, 50-0.
Imagine, I mean, I don't see it happening, but imagine the upset that could happen.
Yeah. Luckily for Mayweather, it's an exhibition. So if he loses, he's still 50-0. But still, if he loses, it's gonna be rough. I'm sure they paid him a shit ton of money to do this.
Yeah, it was smart on his part. I would do exhibition too, just because for one, he's not a fighter. It wouldn't make sense to make it a legit match because Logan's not. I mean, he's done his boxing matches, but like he's not a professional.
Yeah. He's still Logan Paul could do 20 boxing matches and he still wouldn't be known as a boxer. He's still like the YouTuber or celebrity or whatever, Logan Paul.
Right.
But yeah, Mayweather. It's crazy. It's so crazy how the Paul brothers have gotten themselves to be like such massive draws in boxing. Like,
I know.
You know how many actual fighters just like it would be their dream match to fight Mayweather. And Logan Paul's like, I fought once, give me Mayweather. He's like, okay.
Numbers and money talks, man. It does.
Yep.
Like impressions, likes, views are the currency. So,
yep.
I mean, I don't know.
The big, a big like betting site or like the big betting people, I guess. I'm not a bettor, so I don't know how it works. But they have the over under on buys at 3 million pay-per-view buys.
Holy shit.
Which is nuts. I think the Jake Paul fight did like 1.4 million or less than that even, maybe. It definitely didn't do 2.
What? Oh man, I'd love to see what the Logan Paul and KSI pay-per-view did. I think that did around 2. The rematch.
I'm not sure. Well, while you look that up, I'll just speculate now. Wait, did you find it?
It did 1 million. I don't see it hitting 3. That's a lot. Maybe 2.5 at most.
Yeah. There's no. Yeah, they might bring that down. 3 seems a lot.
Yeah, because I don't even know if the Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather hit 3 million, and that was like insane.
Yeah, so then now I wonder about which of the 2 Paul brothers is going to fight Conor McGregor, because that's going to happen, right? That has to.
That would be so fun to watch. Oh, yeah. That did 4.3 million. Oh my God.
Okay, so I guess maybe the 3 is a little bit more realistic then.
Yeah, that's so much.
Oh my God. That's so much. It's so funny talking about like people get in their bubble of like, man, this guy's streaming to like 10,000 people. That's so much. Or this show had 800,000 viewers yesterday or like whatever. And then you see something like that and just trounce everything.
Yeah, I mean, that event was like known across every sport. Like ESPN was talking about it every day. Like all the medias, like everyone. You know what would be crazy? Like, I wonder one day if we'd see, like, imagine what's like the craziest celebrity fight that would get the most sales you could think of? Like LeBron versus Barack Obama. I
was gonna say Donald Trump versus Barack Obama.
Oh, true. Yeah, that'd probably be.
But that would be the worst fight ever.
Yeah.
Like Trump, I feel like Trump can barely walk up to the podium that he talks at. So, but an actual fight that people would want to see, yeah, LeBron might be in that discussion. Conor McGregor, maybe LeBron versus Conor.
Damn, that would be insane.
Yeah, Floyd Mayweather versus LeBron. But Mayweather and McGregor might be it. Again, like if we're thinking of people who can actually fight, or like that would, actually be in a maybe Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather, or Tyson and McGregor. Yeah. But even Tyson is like 50. So
Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson.
Maybe. I mean, Tyson's a heavyweight, and Paul. I mean, I guess since they're exhibitions, they don't really care about weight as much, but they still care about it a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Boxing's weird.
It really is.
And so, I mean, I get it, because like you don't want to have like a 100-pound weight advantage. It's totally unfair. But
I would love to see.
If 2 people want to fight, you want to fight.
Huh?
If 2 people are going to fight, they're going to fight, I guess.
Yeah. I think it'd be really funny. This would never happen, but to see Ninja versus Hamlin's.
Oh, man.
Because it was like right when the quarantine happened. I think Tfue and Ninja had some beef or whatever when his Ninja shoes came out. And Hamlin's was like, yo, Tfue's trying to cuck me out of my boxing match with Ninja. And it's just like so funny to think of those 2 boxing.
Yeah. Imagine Ninja in a boxing ring. He would look so out of place. Like in his actual like boxing gear on and everything.
Yeah.
He can't be buff.
No, he's super skinny. They should do like Hamlin's versus another Seth streamer, and they probably wouldn't even box. They just end up making out.
Yeah. They get a double TKO because they're rolling around the ring, doing God knows what.
For real. Booty cheeks out and everything, dude. Hamlin's is... I miss that guy, man.
Yeah, Hamlin's needs to come back.
He really does.
What if that's how Corpse did a face reveal? He was in a boxing match.
Oh, dude, I just thought of that. Like, if Corpse was doing a boxing match...
We don't know what he looks like. Like, it's hard to...
I know, face reveal and boxing match.
Yeah, if he combined the two, like, maybe face reveal at the weigh-in.
Yeah, or like right when the first round starts, he takes off like a paper bag or a mask.
Oh yeah, dude, that's some WWE shit right there.
Yeah,
he does the weigh-in with a paper bag on. He walks down the ramp with like a dope, that mask that everyone knows his face to look like like the corpse mask. He has that on the whole time. Bell rings, spotlight's right on him, and he just pulls it off, and then they start going. That's how. Give me that. That's 4 million. No, it's not.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You want to talk a little bit about The Last of Us, or?
I don't have much to say other than we need to let that series rest.
I think I agree. I remember when you were always saying that they should have just made one.
Yeah, one and done. It was perfect.
After playing 1 and 2, I agree that they should just keep making new IPs because. I don't know. Like, I read in the article a little bit how there's just saying like how much work a game like this is. It's pretty obvious for anyone that kind of like understands like behind the scenes and just game development that there's just a huge, like, you see the credits, it's like longer than the game.
Yeah, they go on forever.
Yeah, so they were just talking about how, there's an expectation when it comes to a Last of Us game, right? Where there's like so much production and, all this effort that goes into it, and monetarily, and, there's a lot of investing and time and passion and people that need to be paid. So like to start a game like The Last of Us 3 would just take, it's almost like you kind of have to one up yourself, right? People are always, the expectations get, go higher and higher because, we're more into the future. So gaming's advanced, graphics have, audio, video, literally every side of it has advanced. So it just is it's exhausting probably for them just to think about it. And they were just talking about how they have like the story kind of written out, but they don't even know, if they want to like focus on that, at least for now, because, they still have, there's talks about the one being remade or the Last of Us multiplayer game, which I think that would be really sick to have a multiplayer.
Yeah. The first one's multiplayer was awesome. It was so good.
And it would be really cool to see what Naughty Dog would do with a multiplayer game in 2021 or 2022 or whenever it comes out, because they're just, that would be a game where people would not be complaining about audio. That shit would be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like The Last of Us multiplayer kind of has to happen already, just because they specifically said that the scope of what they were trying to do was too big, like to just have as like a multiplayer mode. Like they basically said it's going to be its own game, and that was a while ago. They have to be so far along on that already. Yeah. So I feel like that's almost a guarantee that we're going to get that. Whether it's like it is a whole new game, or if it's like a DLC expansion, or if it's like a standalone expansion, like what they did with Uncharted, except multiplayer. That's very possible. I could totally see that. Uncharted and The Last of Us are two of my favorite series in video game history, but I never want to play another one again. Like for Uncharted, it's because we've already played 5 of them, so just move on. And for The Last of Us, it's just because the first one was perfect. The second one I loved, but it wasn't perfect. And now I just feel like, given the discourse with that game, they might attack it like, okay, we have to make up for the bad things that happened, or we have to like double down, or I just feel like it's a lose-lose situation no matter how you go after it. So I love Ellie. I just love every single thing about The Last of Us. I just want them to make something new. Even if The Last of Us 2 was perfect, I want them to make something different. They could do so much. And the production, as far as The Last of Us having some kind of expectation, that's more of a Naughty Dog expectation. Like their next game, their new IP is going to have absurd, production values, absurd everything. So it just like, I want something new from them. They can do whatever they want, but and don't remake the first one. I see that going around all the time too. I guess if you want to give it to like Blue Point or whatever, but even still, it's so unnecessary. Naughty Dog should put zero like effort into a Last of Us remake. It's one of the most unnecessary things I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, it just seems like, honestly, they're wasting so much potential for just gaming to, for so many people to just enjoy. It's almost like you're wasting potential, time, and creativity, right? Because like we all understand that The Last of Us is the moneymaker. They're gonna make so many hundreds of millions of dollars of making. They could make The Last of Us 27, and it would make tons of money. But it's just like, from a creative standpoint, I don't understand why they would be obvious to just work on something new, because the things that they make are like masterpieces, like insane, like an insane experience that gamers always look forward to, and you're not going to get anywhere else. So it's just like so obvious to just keep making stuff that we've never seen, and to not continue it unless the ending of the game is just so obvious. Like, oh shit, like this, we have to hear the next part of this because it's going to be really good, and a 2 is like it's needed, but they can just keep making new IPs just over and over, and I'm sure people they would absolutely love that.
Yeah, and The Last of Us, they went into The Last of Us as a standalone game where they came up with the story of 2 after. So maybe if they go into the next one with the idea of a trilogy or with a sequel or something, then that might be different.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it's just so unnecessary to make The Last of Us again. I'd want a new IP. I'm pretty sure if they did a poll or something of if they pulled every single person on the planet, it would skew towards new instead of The Last of Us again.
Yeah.
I just think it's smart, and people probably said the same thing about Uncharted when the Last of Us got announced. I bet a lot of people were saying like, why aren't we getting another Uncharted or something? Maybe not, because there had already been 3, but like The Last of Us is a moneymaker with its huge name, but Naughty Dog is a moneymaker and its huge name. So The Last of Us made more than Uncharted did. So why won't this next game make more than The Last of Us did? It probably will.
Exactly.
And if it doesn't, like, it's still going to be profitable. 0% chance it's not profitable.
Yeah.
So just do it, man.
How was The Last of Us 1 multiplayer? Like, how did it work?
It was a team based, like 4v4, I think. And it was like just basically elimination. Like, you have 1 life.
Like a pistol?
You could craft. You like crafted stuff, and you crafted in real time, just like in the single player. So it was like really tense to craft stuff. It was very stealthy. You could like shiv people from behind to like kill them in 1 hit. You could craft bombs and stuff to like set up traps. It was very like Gears of War, except instead of super wall bounce and fast paced, it was like stealth the other way. Go slow instead of fast. So it was like that.
Do you think that the new Last of Us multiplayer game would be similar to that, or? Yes.
It would probably, since they're going so grand and they're talking about how it's too big to be on a game or something like that, it would obviously be very different, but it would still be like that, I think. It would have to be slow paced. It would have to be.
I'm interested either way.
It was awesome. And they did this cool social media thing where you could log into your Facebook account, and you would have like your camp, and it would be like, it would tag your real, and it wouldn't tag them, like they wouldn't get a notification or anything, but it would take your Facebook friends and they would be a part of your camp. So it's like, it'd be like ElectricityWave is hungry, or ElectricityWave did it's hard. It was so long ago. I don't remember all the details, but it was cool they did that. But yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be good for sure.
Guarantee buy for you
if I have a PS5 when it comes out.
Oh, true. Fuck,
but
man.
It just sucks that it's on PS. I mean, I'll have a PS5 when it comes out, actually, because I'm getting it for God of War. But it just sucks that it's on console. But yeah, I'll buy it. There's no way I won't buy
it. As far as topics, we're at an hour. Do you want to cover one real quick, or?
I mean, we should just do rapid fire, I guess. I felt like what?
Real quick, I felt like the topic that you brought up though was going to be our thumbnail, but I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, I already forgot about that one.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to do that instead of rapid fire?
We could do one rapid fire instead.
Okay. Because this topic could go on for a long time.
Yep. That's good.
Okay. So we're gonna do that.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. Well, let's talk about hot tub streams, man.
Yeah, because this shit's hot. Everyone's talking about it. There's a lot of controversy. You know, you got streamer Twitter's on fire. People are losing their goddamn minds because they think people are stealing their views.
Yeah. Imagine. All right. So I'm a Twitch viewer, right? Let's call I'm Twitch viewer Jake, and I want to get on Twitch and I want to see some boobies,
some bobas.
I want to see Las Chichis in a hot tub or playing or bouncing around while she's playing a game. And so I go on to Twitch, and it turns out I get hit with a big splash screen that says there will be no more cleavage on Twitch ever again. So you know what? I all of a sudden want to check out this guy who's playing Apex, and I'm going to watch him instead because that's exactly what I was going to do anyway in the first place. Does he have nice tits? He has 0 tits. He has an A. He's as flat as a board, man. But I'm going to watch him instead because it's all on Twitch, so it's all the exact same content, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So no, I'm just kidding. But the whole like steal your viewers thing, I so don't get that at all. If people are watching hot tub streams on Twitch, if the hot tub streams go away, they're not going to all of a sudden tune into your Valorant game. Like they're going to go to the hub and rub one out. Like it's just not. There's literally 0 connection there. Just because it's on the same website does not mean it's the same content.
It's so funny to me how like, I don't know, in terms of like being Twitch, they have to be in kind of a weird position because they have, you know, people abiding by the rules, right? We have the girls, you know, going in the hot tub streams, so they're like following rules, they're not naked. There's body painting streams too. It's like if you're Twitch and you have all these people complaining at you, I mean, what do you think? Do you think Twitch like does do the cleavage thing where there's no cleavage, or do you think they're just like kind of fuck off, like we have our rules and they're abiding by them, so nothing's wrong, there's no nudity? Like, what do you think Twitch is gonna do? Or like, it's such a weird, it's a very gray area.
Yeah, it definitely is a gray area. I think Twitch I don't think they'll do anything. Mm-hmm. Like that's just, I don't think they'll do anything because then they would have to, they would have to say, okay, well, why is this hot tub stream bad? Is it because we can see like 70% of boobies? Okay. So
I hope that Twitch staff says boobies too, by the way.
So that's their, so then they put that in the rule of like, they put that in TOS is like, you can only show 20% of boobs or something. And then it's like, well, what if I'm just wearing a low cut shirt because I just like to wear low cut shirts. And then the people are so like finicky and specific because then what if they then do a hot tub stream with a shirt on, but the shirt gets wet so you can kind of see under it. And then they could say like, well, okay, you just can't stream in a hot tub now. And then it's like, well, what about all these IRL people maybe at the beach? Like they're so, I think their best interest would just be to not do anything. And just keep it as is. If you're not showing nipples, then you're good to go.
Yeah, I think already there's too many rules with Twitch. I don't think they need to add any more, to be honest. All that Twitch needs to do is moderate the trolls. And that's the most important thing. Like the racists and homophobes and just all those people. But yeah, I mean, there's already some stupid rules like the simp and incel thing. Like, I don't even know. I should I feel like I should look it up, but the fact that that's a rule sounds so dumb to me that they're gonna like, there's so much shit that you can say on Twitch and like, I don't know. It just seems like they're micromanaging in the worst way. Like, why the fuck does it simp and incel matter? People get called way worse shit.
Yeah. You can be playing Apex and scream die motherfucker at these people that you're shooting at and it's totally fine. But then if you call someone an incel in chat, then you might get banned. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, how they word it, you have to like you can say simp, like, you know, however, like, you know, you can throw the word around, it's no big deal. But if you have to like say it derogatorily at someone, I don't know, like it's so specific. But I agree, there's so many rules. And then what about these women that are like, dude, they're getting thousands and thousands and thousands of viewers on these hot tub streams. So then if Twitch is like, okay, no more hot tub streams, they're not just going to be like, oh, okay, and then pack up and go home and never log into Twitch again. They're going to do something else. And then like, okay, we have to ban this thing now. And okay, now they're playing Apex on I say Apex way too much. Now they're playing Halo on a chair that bounces up and down. Okay, well, you can't have a chair that bounces up and down anymore. Okay, well, now instead I'm going to do the next stream like you just can't, you know, people like to look at nice bodies and nice looking people. And Twitch is a platform where you can do that because there's people on screen. So it's just, if you don't like that content, don't click on that content. Let people do what they want to do. And they're going to do what they want to do. And you can't just say like, oh, you're attractive, you got to be on a porn site. Like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's just, it gets to the point where you just, I don't know, people are going to be angry for any reason because of their own insecurities or lack of success. You know what I mean? Like some people are just mad at other people because they have what they don't. And they just find a reason. It's not even that what they're doing is bad, right? Yeah. So I don't know. I think I agree. Like Twitch should just they should just keep doing their thing and worry about stuff that actually matters, because all the people that are mad about this are people that, you know, their opinion really isn't that valid. You know, they're just mad because someone's attractive or they're doing well or they have success. And it's just like, dude, there's going to be attractive people. There's going to be people that get views for their personality, their looks, whatever, you know, whatever that it is, you know, everyone has their strengths and weaknesses and you have to use them. It's hard enough in the industry to succeed. That's why, like, I don't know, I'll never be mad because someone's successful because they're attractive. It's just like, why wouldn't you take advantage of that?
Yeah, you know how hard it is to be attractive? Like, obviously people like can win the genetic lottery or whatever, but if you live like a slob, you're not going to look as good as these people that are streaming in a hot tub to thousands of people. Mm-hmm. I bet there's been some people that have streamed in a hot tub to 5 people. Like, but these people that are streaming to thousands of people, they probably go to the gym. They probably eat right. Like, you don't just look like that by magic or by eating pizza every day. Like, so there's some effort in it, of course. But like it's a different kind of effort. Like you see those posts a lot, like this low effort content. She's just standing in this hot tub reading chat or whatever. Like, sure, and it works.
Yeah,
people are paying her to do that. Like it's fine. I guess.
If anything, should be given props.
Yeah, dude, this person can stand in a hot tub and make thousands of dollars. I'm jealous.
Yeah, just admit you're jealous. I hate that people have to like say fuck that person. Just admit.
Yeah.
So people literally need to tweet, I am jealous of X and Y because they can do what they want and I can't. But also good for them. Yeah. But it's just like people aren't gonna be like that.
Yeah, and if I think something else unfortunate about this, like what we're doing, is let's say we were like a huge podcast, we'd probably have a lot of people saying, look at these 2 guys saying that all these hot women should be all over Twitch or whatever. Like, it does look bad, I guess, in a dumb way, that we are 2 guys saying, let the women have their bikinis out or whatever. But like Critical, for example, Moist Critical, he did a hot tub stream. I didn't see a bunch of people complaining on Twitter the next day about that. And it's because he's a dude and he's with all of his hairy chested dude friends in there. And he streamed in a hot tub to thousands of people and everything was fantastic. Like,
or you can have a shredded dude that's doing it and he doesn't get hate. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's just selective hate.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's such an American thing too, with just like the whole bodies and sexuality and everything. And it's like flipped in other countries.
It's just funny how like there's always a streaming like, why is this happening, people pissed thing. Like there's always something that people are pissed about.
Yeah, there's going to be a next thing. It might have something to do with girls showing off their bodies. It might have something to do with something totally different. Like, who knows? There's going to be a next thing, and you know, people will scream about it, and people will scream about the people screaming about it, and it's just like rinse, repeat for the rest of eternity.
Yeah, I thank them for the free content.
Yeah. Yeah. I just can't I can't watch a hot tub stream. Like the idea of I think, why would I ever click on it? Oh yeah, you did the best one.
For anyone that wasn't there, I just green screened myself in a hot tub. So stupid. And I played hot tub like sounds in the background.
Oh, that's good. That's a good idea. That's going the extra mile.
Yeah, I did that, and then I should have added some steam effect. That should have been funny too.
That would have been. That'd be funny. But it just seems so boring to me. Like, especially on the internet of all play. You know what you can see on the internet, and you want me to watch you stand in a hot tub? I feel like that's just not my kind of content.
Diet nudity.
Diet nudity.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I could see. I could see it is like, let's say it is someone that's been streaming on it for a long time, and they've been like building up their community. Let's say they're an attractive girl. They get all these followers that watch them. Obviously, not everyone is watching them because they're attractive, but some people are. And they've been watching her sit at her computer playing games, and then she announces, like, I'm going to do a hot tub stream. Like, people might be pretty hyped for that. You got to be honest. People are going to be excited.
People are hyped for anything, like IRL, just house
so
tours. So,
yeah.
Like a hot tub stream. Like, people just like a change in pace.
Yeah. And if you're going to take 80% of your clothes off, then it's a bonus.
Yeah, I need to do a hot tub stream in the Borat onesie thing.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that would cause some controversy, I bet.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Yeah, like imagine, yeah. People they would bring up the other side. Like, well, is this okay? All those people that are screaming about that hot tub stream, you better be screaming about this one too.
And if I wasn't worried about getting banned on my account, I would so do that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because guys can have their shirts off on Twitch now, right? Oh, yeah, they definitely can. It's Critical did the hot tub stream, and I know for sure he's not the only guy that did.
Right.
So, yeah, what would be the line for you? It's like, I'm covering up my private bits, so we should be okay, right?
It's only my left nut that showed. I didn't show my right nut.
Damn. That's probably bannable.
Maybe.
Because if one boob pops out, it's over. So if one ball pops out, it better be over. That's sexist.
I'll cover my shaft, my balls, but I'll show my gooch, because that's just skin.
show the Jesus zipper.
Yeah. Whatever that is.
Balls are just skin. I don't know. No. I'm just kidding.
All right, rapid fire.
Yeah, let's do it.
You or me first?
You can go first.
All right. If someone offered you $10,000, that's right, 10 G's, every time they punch you in the face, how many times would you want to be hit?
Once.
Really?
Yeah.
One haymaker to the face for 10 grand.
Oh my God. See, even just changing the word to haymaker might change my answer to 0. I don't think I could take a punch well. I mean, I could. It wouldn't kill me or anything, but like that shit would suck. Well, it'd probably only suck for like 5 minutes. So like,
and the next day.
Yeah, and your eyes would water. It might break your nose. It might break your orbital. Like,
let's say you don't. Nothing breaks, but you're sore as fuck for like a couple of days, like till you heal.
Just one. No matter the answer, yeah, I'm taking one punch because $10,000 is still a lot of money. That would get me out of my non-student loan debt, and I'd have extra. And it's just one punch. Like, it's fine. I used to work at Red Lobster for hours a day. That's like getting punched in the face a bunch of times. So one punch, $10,000. Have a good day, sir.
What if it's not a haymaker hook? It's just a jab. How many would you take?
A jab? I don't know. What's a jab? Like, what's a jab? Because a jab could hurt me. Just one, no matter what this scenario. I'm taking one punch. 10,000.
I think with a right or left hook, I could go 1 or 2. But with a jab, I'd probably go for like 5.
Oh my God, that shit would hurt so
But
bad.
It does depend on the person. If it's like a trained boxer, I'm not going over 1 or 2.
Yeah,
like,
you're out.
No matter what. But if it's just like a person, like I probably could go like 2 to 3 if it's just like a normal person. Depends. Yeah. Like, there's so many factors. Like, if we're talking like Shaq Diesel, I don't think I'm doing it. I'm probably not.
No.
I don't need 10 grand like that bad to get punched in the face by Shaq.
What if it happened, but you were allowed to put it on your TikTok?
I'd at least do one then for sure.
Oh man, that's funny.
But it's only guarantee no breaks. If if my jaw's broken and then I have to like eat and drink through a straw for 3 months, no amount of like I wouldn't even do $1 million for that. That's just so uncomfortable. I can't create like. No, and that's painful. I had a friend that had their jaw broken, and just seeing what they went through, dude, there's no way I would do that.
Yeah, and medical bills would eat a bunch of that.
Even if it was paid for, like just the uncomfort, like just literally not being able to talk or eat or drink, like that's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll get punched in the face once, no matter the scenario, unless it's like a trained, like Mike Tyson or Shaq or somebody like that. Like someone huge. But yeah,
what about from a 12-year-old? Would that change your answer?
Yeah, I could take like maybe 2 or 3. But even then, like it's going to hurt like hell. So I'm not going to say like 10. I'll do from a 12-year-old. I'll let them punch me in the face twice for 20 grand. Would you do a 12-year-old? Would you let a 12-year-old punch you in the face?
Yeah, I would. I could definitely do one from a 12-year-old and probably still like, stream and go on with my day. Like it probably wouldn't even bother me. Like it might hurt for like a couple minutes and be just like, damn, that fucking hurt. But then I'd probably be over. I'd go take a shower, eat some food, and I'll be chilling. Yeah. But you get up in those numbers, you got to take 8 or 9 hooks from a 12-year-old dude. I might be bleeding at that point.
Yeah, you will be.
So, oh man, it's so tough. There's only one way to find out.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I know any 12-year-olds though.
Yeah.
I can find one on Fiverr.
Just search 12-year-olds that can punch me in the face for 10 grand. I'm sure you'll find tons.
Yeah. Because I see so people specific. Accidentally, like, I watch wrestling every week, and people accidentally get punched in the face, like, often, I guess you could say. And they just, like, power through their match, right? So it can't be that bad. And obviously, they're not full force punching. They're, like, pulling their punch a little bit because the whole idea is that you're not supposed to hit them at all. But sometimes they hit them at all, for sure. And they still, like, power through. So if they can take one and still act like they didn't just get punched in the face.
Dude, wrestlers are some of the most, like, in shape, like, toughest athletes, though.
Yeah, but then they're also getting punched by one of those, too. So it's kind of, like, equal.
I don't know.
You're right.
If that's the same math. I feel like if you're out of shape and you don't work out at all and you get punched by someone equal, that shit's going to hurt way worse than if you're a shredded ass, like, say, John Cena in his prime, tumbling and landing everywhere, and like pretty much like your body's just you have like the thickest skin. If you get punched by another John Cena, I feel like I'd rather be in that scenario than the person that doesn't work out at all getting punched by that person.
That's true. You're probably right.
That's just my guess, though.
Yeah, they're taking barbed wire bats to the face and stuff, and occasionally they catch a stray hook from someone.
Yeah, like that explosive barbed wire match we watched. That shit was painful to watch because that was real.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's fake. They show their back to the camera and it's destroyed. Like blood's flowing down their back. Like,
yeah, they're inside of barbed wire and bleeding in real time. There's no way that's fake.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I don't want to get punched in the face. I've never been in I've never been in an intense fight. I don't think I would be good at it. I don't think I'm a good fighter. I don't think I could take a punch well. But for 10 grand, you can hit me once. Dude,
I think I got jabbed in the face one time. So I was at a friend's house and we both had one boxing glove because they only had a set of 2. And the deal was I think we put it on our dominant hand. And I was left-handed, right? So I took left. That worked out. He was right-handed. And I don't even remember. It was the stupidest shit what we were fighting for. Like it was like who gets to play the game first or something. Like made no sense, right? And that we had like one friend like have his hand up and he was like, all right, go. And I remember that was like the first time I took a punch to the face and he jabbed me and my eyes were watering because he punched me in the nose.
Yeah.
And I just started throwing haymakers like I was like Mike Tyson with infinite energy because of all of the rage. And I was just going, I felt bad at the end because I'm just throwing, like we were just supposed to do a playful fight to see who got to like play the game or something. And I'm just here throwing like bombs. 27 haymakers in a row at this kid. Because I got jabbed once. But yeah, getting punched in the face, man, in the nose makes your eyes water. That shit is so annoying. It's like shocking to get punched in the face. Yeah. That's the one really thing. You're just like, whoa. Like,
sorry. Huh? I was gonna say like that old cliche of everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. Because like that's for real. Like it totally changes like your mindset.
Yeah, it's like It's like if you're like landing, or say you're like laying on some grass and someone at the top of your house or building that you live in drops a brick on your face. Like it's like that feeling. And then you're just like, whoa.
Was that supposed to be a relatable feeling?
Huh?
Was that someone dropping a brick on your face? I have no idea what that's like.
I mean, that's not relatable because probably 99% of people haven't experienced that, but like you can think of it at least.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. That sounds terrible.
That's what it felt like. But it'd be less painful than the brick because the brick would smash you.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it's just like, it's crazy because it's just like a snap of like just an instance where you see the fist and then it pulls away and then you're like, whoa. And then, and then you just feel pain just instantly. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
All right, that was definitely the longest rapid fire question we've ever had. But that's okay. My one is, all right, so think about all the typical stores in a mall. If you had to become the manager of one, what would it be?
Probably something with food, just so my fat ass could eat all day. Because that was the worst part about working a job where you can't eat until it's lunchtime. Or if you work around a lot of food, but you can't eat it, I'd be the manager. So then I always get free meals, free snacks, free everything. And I would hope that that place that I manage would be right next to a gym and a hospital.
Yeah. The mall here has a Planet Fitness inside it. So that works.
Yeah. That's probably what I would do. You know, like those Chinese, you'll be going up the escalator and there'll be a Chinese like sample with a little like toothpicks, or whatever. Oh, dude, I used to love those samples.
And that place, and those places usually aren't too unhealthy. Like they at least have veggies and rice and chicken and stuff, so you could eat that and not have to worry about the gym stuff as much.
Dude, I miss mall food sometimes. It's so good.
Yeah, Auntie Anne's.
Oh man, the smell of that.
Give me a pretzel.
What's your answer?
I mean, I used to work at a record store. I used to work at an FYE, but I think being a manager there would be a nightmare. So it might sound cool or fun, but it's not, I promise. And definitely not a clothes store because all these kids running around unfolding all the shirts and pants and you got to fold all those again. That would be terrible too. I didn't think, honestly, food, when I thought of this question, a food place didn't even enter my mind. But that might be it.
Like your favorite food place, like Chipotle or something, or just something that has healthy food, kind of.
Yeah, and then like not even a Foot Locker, because then you got to like deal with people's feet. That's gross. But like a shoe place is cool, but you gotta like measure kids' feet and stuff. Yeah.
Dude, I would always see these TikToks of like this. There'd be like this dude massaging some girl's like butt, and then it would be there's like some kid like stitched it, and he was like, "I went to college for 4 years, and you didn't tell me I could have done this." And he was just pissed.
Oh, dude, I find stuff like that too sometimes. I'm like, this is a job.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so funny.
I would be Johnny Sin's manager.
Yeah. No college for that. Well, actually, I bet his manager went to college. Actually, maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's who you know, not what you know.
True.
Man, yeah, I would go. I'd go something like that. Some food place would be great. Eat food all day, hang out. People are in a good mood. They're at the mall. They're getting food. I think that's the one.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Because like all of my favorite stores to go to in a mall are like clothing stores, and you gotta the FYE that I worked at, they had a shirt. We had a shirt wall, and it was a nightmare to put back together at the end of the shift or throughout the shift. So if the whole store was the shirt wall, nope.
Nope. Yeah, I think being a manager of a gym would be really fun too.
Yeah.
Super easy. You're just chilling, and then you work out when you want.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. I think that wraps up our show.
I think it does. A long episode, man.
It was a long episode, and we didn't even get to all the topics that we had. I really liked the Mortal Kombat movie. I want to throw that out there too, because next week it'll be old news. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Do you want to send us home?
I will. If you guys have not checked out our Twitter, we have our new profile picture, new banner there at C4OL Podcast. You can find it there. We're also going to be launching some stuff with our short-term clips. So if you guys ever want to share that, watch those. Ask us questions on the YouTube, subscribe to the channel. All of it helps. Tell a friend. Play it while you're working out, driving to work, cleaning, whatever you want to do. We appreciate you for listening. And we enjoy doing the episodes. We're going to have more guests on. It's going to be fun. Also, anyone who gives us a review on Apple Podcast, 5-star review, we do read them out on the episodes that we see them. So we'll be on the lookout for those. Thank you guys so much for chilling with us for episode 81. We'll see you guys next week on episode 82. Stay chill, my friends.